just when you thought it was safe to go back online.
99 red balloons go by.
Along comes this hit show.
I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one.
99 days of torture, 99 nights of fear, 99 days in jail, and nobody seems to care.
99, I've been waiting so long. Oh, 99.
In a world full of hit shows, this one's the real deal.
It's 99 revolutions tonight. 99 red balloons.
This is the Twin Cities Hit Show. Let's get this hit show started.
It's show 99.
Yeah, 99 times we've done this. Yeah, I've driven up here from Lakeville. I do the show. It's fun. 99 times now.
When I drive down to Lakeville for the Chart House show, which will be our 100th show
100
this afternoon, it takes me 99 minutes. No, I don't want to say that. I don't want to discourage people.
No.
Hey, we're about to, start a blue and white shuttle, it sounds like?
Yeah, I thought that might be up and running this week, but it should be next week, I would say.
Big show this afternoon, our 100th show at the beautiful Chart House. It's supposed to be lovely weather. Mary Jane Alm, legendary Minnesota musician. She's party. She sings awesome. She's going to be down there. She's bringing a guitarist. This is a little bit of Mary Jane Alm. So we're going to have live performers. We're going to go discuss her career. We'll discuss weekend events, all that stuff. We are going to be talking to Patrick Hammer. He just texted me. We've been trying to ring him, but he said he is available. So one sec.
Just before our love got lost to you, said, I am as constant as a northern star. And I said, constantly in the darkness.
That's a great voice.
Yeah.
If you want me,
Bitch can
Great
sing.
voice.
Bitch
So-
can sing.
Don't say that when she's there today. Hey, bitch, you can sing.
Y'all can sing, yo.
And Mary Jane, if you're listening, I apologize in advance for Chuck.
It's a term of endearment in the ghetto.
Sorry.
In the ghetto.
I was trying to come up with I think a blue and white promo, and I think I'm on to something.
Love it.
What do you think about if you want to make your night? Oh, no,
I love it, Rusty. That's awesome. Yeah.
Oh no! Here it goes. You want to have a great night? Go ahead and book a blue and white.
Nice.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And then it goes on to talk about how if you log on, you can have it all prepaid and they'll pick you up. And so,
Jingle by Mary Jane Alm. I like it.
so what was it again?
Want to have a good night? Book a blue and white.
Yeah, right?
By Mary Jane Alm.
Okay, call Patrick. We were trying to get him set up. He wasn't answering. Now he said, call me. So let's call the sunshine.
Can I call him a bitch?
You certainly can. Let's call the sunshine of my life. He is now full on working in New York, Buffalo, New York. One ringy dingy. Now, do we have the right buttons pushed,
Yeah,
Chuck?
we're all pushed.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Idle down time.
People can hear this?
I can't hear it.
Hello,
Is this Patrick Hammer?
it is.
I was thinking.
Are you a bitch?
He got his time zones mixed up. Is it 8? It's 8:30 over there, right?
Okay, the sun rises in the east and sets in the west.
You sound like a great meteorologist. You've got that down. We're off. to
Oh,
a
that's
great
right.
start.
So
How did you think
it's
the
10:30.
East Coast was
It's
an hour behind you?
It's 10:30. I'm sorry. Well, sometimes the world
That's
spins.
okay.
For the last year and a half, my world has been spinning in many directions. So I.
Hey, I apologize for my partner in the level of professionalism, Patrick. I just want to say that you're a bitch.
So.
Sorry for being a little late. My phone died and I had to charge it, so I apologize.
So describe where you're at right now. Where are we talking? Where are you sitting as you talk to us here?
I am in the same hotel room I checked in at 3 weeks ago.
Oh wow.
In Buffalo, New York.
The Super 8 New York. Awesome. I love that one. They change the sheets every week.
This is a little nicer than that, but we're waiting for a house to get ready, and thus I've been hotel bound ever since I left Minnesota
gosh, almost a month ago now.
Patrick, I think you misanswered the question. You asked where you were. What he meant is, where are you emotionally right now? How are you feeling?
That's not what I meant.
I was very introspective leading up to this phone call and deep thoughts about my experience with Rusty and the old Channel 5 team, and
Sure.
Looking back at old pictures, and I was, it was a moment of reflection and grace.
And Grace.
You know, we've chatted already, and it sounds like you're loving where you work. Everyone, I mean, you guys are a number one station in Buffalo. You got people who love their station. They don't want to leave. So that's got to feel awesome to walk into that.
It's really, I got to tell you something. Buffalo, and we talked about this the other day, Rusty, needs a PR person. This city is amazing, and it's having a little renaissance right now. It had some tough times, like many Rust Belt cities, but this one is purely on the up and up, and very friendly people here. And, I've been on the air for about 2 weeks, and, you walk around and people are like, hey, the weather guy, the new weather guy, and that's really cool. And people here love their news, and you know what's the weirdest thing is I look at the roster for the Buffalo Bills, and it's like looking at the roster of the Vikings 2 years ago.
Oh, really?
Got Matt Castle.
Oh, really?
Percy Harvin, Marquise Gray, the former quarterback of the Golden Gophers.
Oh, wow.
It's crazy. It's like, wait a minute, I've seen this team before.
Marquise Gray, I know him. Damn it! I watched a lot of football with my buddy. He could not stand Marquise Gray, and he's like, every play he does, like, you idiot. But
well, answer me this one then. Which is bigger, Minnehaha or Niagara?
Well, in June of last year, it might have been Minnehaha with all the flood, the heavy rain we got. But Niagara is pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. Went there the other day. It's one of those things you got to do. And it's. I will say though, the view from the Canadian side is like 4 times better.
Oh, wow!
The American side, you don't see that horseshoe, that quintessential Niagara shot very well, because it's it's off to the side. You got to go to the Canadian side to see that a little bit better.
This just in, Patrick Hammer. Awesome. Patrick Hammer says everything's better from Canada.
Oh no,
no. Well, like Miss Palin said many years ago, I can see Canada from my house.
Were those were those your photos I saw on Facebook? They look like postcard photos. You took those?
Yeah, I took those. Yeah. Because the Americans say you get right up to it. I mean, you're right. In fact, I'm surprised there aren't more accidents, because you're right. Literally, you can reach out your hand and touch the flow coming off the escarpment there. It's really
those are awesome.
It's one of those things that you see that is just as impressive in real life as it is in pictures. Like, when you go to Wrigley Field in Chicago, that Wrigley sign is tiny.
Yeah. Yeah.
You think it's like this massive sign, and it's like the size of a shoebox.
Yeah. But the falls don't let you down.
Is a lot smaller, in person, but than when you see it. But Niagara Falls is just as impressive. It's really cool.
I'm not sure that's real. I mean, my knowledge of Niagara goes a lot of cartoons I watched as a kid, but I'm not sure this is real, because I don't see anyone in a barrel going over the falls.
Oh,
I thought that was a thing. So
Patrick should try.
No, that's yeah. Well, I think
you've just gotten out of a barrel that was headed toward the falls. You don't need to hop in another one.
Dude, those are great pictures. I'm looking at those pictures. Those are amazing.
I'm going to play.
Yeah, it's really something.
We're headed to our 100th show. This is the 99th show. I don't know if you can hear the music that we have. This is a little song by Toto. Name that song, Patrick. Can you hear it?
Barely. Keep it going. Oh, yeah. 99.
Because it's our 99th show. Get it?
I love it. Well, that's Steve Lukather from Toto. And a little, I read, though, that's one song he never performed live.
Huh. I wonder why.
I don't know why, but it's a great tune.
Well, you, like you said, you've been at it on the air for almost a month now?
2 weeks.
I've been on the air for about 2 weeks.
Okay.
I did there was a you got to learn some stuff before they throw you out into the lion's den. But I've been on for about 2 weeks, and I've said I've called Western New York, Minnesota countless times.
Yeah.
And by the way, let me just quickly say, congrats on the 99th show. That's man, I feel like I was there from the early days of this show.
You were.
The test run, the soft launch.
Test run.
You certainly were. Pat,
I've been on the air for a couple weeks, and it's been great. Some hard to pronounce towns out here, but
what is the Edna or Wayzata of the Buffalo area?
Oh gosh, there's this major road called the Sejaquada Expressway.
Oh.
There's Tonawanda. There's all sorts of Chautauqua. There's Cattaraugus. There's all sorts
How
of.
about Buffalo? Have you ever been to Buffalo? Oh, you're in Buffalo. Never mind.
Are the viewers kind to you? Going, oh, that
Very,
Minnesota guy, let's
very.
help him.
Well, anybody's going to be suspect of the new guy. But there's been, and then heck, I don't know. I haven't read the emails that have come into the station. But from what I can tell, it seems like it's going pretty well so far. But
They wrote Chuck.
It takes a while to kind of ease into this. And the guy that I'm working with he's kind of a legend in this town. So it's a nice little. I've got a nice team with him. He's the chief meteorologist who's going to be retiring, and I'll eventually take his spot. But he's a larger-than-life character, much like the person I'm speaking to now.
Yeah. Hey, now, Chuck, can you believe they love Patrick so much, he got a cover story on the Sunday paper.
Nice.
Right? And immediately, Patrick, you said they started to recognize you from that first article alone.
That was my first question.
Well, and they did a kind of a little clever weather promo that
I saw that.
We started airing, and I just think there was a little heads up that I was coming, but there's been some. They have a local baseball team here. It's the minor league team for the Blue Jays, and I went to that game the other night, and there was a lot of people that were like, hey, welcome. You hear that over and over. Welcome to Buffalo. Welcome.
I'm just so happy that because there was a stretch there, I mean, you and I commiserating, and the future was not certain. It was like, when is this going to happen? Is this going to happen? Damn, it may not happen. And now it sounds like it's a grand slam for you.
Well, thank you. It's there are times when you go through the process and you hear from people, hey, just hang in there. One chapter closes and another one's going to open it. You may not see it now, but it's right there. And I was like, I'm not seeing it. But then the phone rang, and it makes you that much more grateful for getting that great job, despite having to move. I mean. I'm following all of the Minnesota news on Twitter and the Twins, and now they're on fire again, and the excitement of the Vikings, and that part makes you kind of homesick.
Yeah.
But you gotta run with the opportunity, and thus we're in Buffalo, New York. Who would have thunk?
I was going to say, are you going to miss the winters? But it's like, oh wait, you're going to get double down on the winters.
Oh my!
It's a weatherman's dream out there, isn't it?
I'm going to be moving to. It's the one misconception about Buffalo is that when they get these lake effect snows, it's like the whole city gets buried. It's kind of a narrow band of snow that's set up. Last November, you heard about the 6 and 7 feet of snow.
Yeah, and
that wasn't in Buffalo. That was about 10 miles south of Buffalo, and which is basically where the stadium is, Ralph Wilson Stadium, where the Bills play. But the town that I'm going to live in is south of Buffalo, and last year, 185 inches of snow fell, compared to the 38 inches that fell in the Twin Cities. So they do get a lot of snow. It melts here. It doesn't stick around for months and months on end.
Well, that's good.
But that's kind of exciting. I mean, that's. Just like we embrace the cold in our winters in the Twin Cities, they embrace the snow here. As I'm saying, I'm looking outside. It's like 60 degrees and pouring rain. This has been summer hasn't shown up here yet.
Yeah, we got a beautiful day here. Hop a flight. You could be to our Chart House show. Our 100th show will be live this afternoon at 5:30 down in Lakeville. So, what's a flight from?
Who are your guests? Like, God, I could do that.
It's only like a 2-hour
working
flight.
tonight.
You've got the hours. Do it, man. You can land at Lakeville Airport. We'll have a fancy 4-door Buick Skylark pick you up, drive you right to the chart house.
Yeah, I think I'm due for some vacation time here. Maybe let me.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't been working in a while. I need the hours. But
Hey.
Thanks for the invite.
Sure.
I
Hey,
appreciate it.
Patrick, I want to hear about your living situation. What's the best police story you've seen after 3 weeks of living in a hotel?
The best what?
Police story. I worked in a town that was all hotels, even the nice hotels. The cops were there all the time. Come on, tell me. Give me something. Give me
Yeah.
some dirt.
I will say this is urban living. I mean, you've got the sounds and the smells of a big city, and lots of sirens going by and tour groups. But I can't say. I mean, this is not Buffalo gets a rap too of having a lot of crime here, and that's not the case at all. But in terms of I just know that I've been to the downstairs breakfast buffet for 4 straight weeks, and
That's a crime.
that menu I need to change up a little.
Yeah, a lot of sodium, a lot of bloating.
What
Good for you.
What's been leading the news locally in Buffalo this week? What's the local?
The typical stuff. There's some of the typical stuff that any city has, but let's just say sports here is as big of a thing. Do you remember when Brett Favre came to the Vikings, and it was helicopters flying overhead?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We had we got the number 2 draft pick for hockey. The Buffalo Sabres got this guy by the last name of Eichel, who is going to apparently take this team that was the worst in the NHL last season and make them a contender. And when he arrived, and his press conference led every newscast at 5 o'clock. So when there is a big sports story, it leads the news. So I got to say that the guy that's coming to the Buffalo Sabres has been one of the top stories here. And of course, Rex Ryan, the new coach of the Buffalo Bills, that's a big story too. So I would say sports is a big deal here, and that's been leading the news lately. And then some other unsavory stuff, but who wants to talk about that?
Yeah. Hey, have you been following at all or hearing about the story over from the 4th of July with Jason Pierre-Paul from the Giants?
In the fireworks?
In the fireworks, and now somehow his medical records came out. He was about to get a $60 million contract, much like the one you signed.
Right.
And he's playing with fireworks and blew off his index finger. They had to amputate his index finger. Now they're pulling that contract. They're saying,
they're pulling. Oh my God.
Yeah, there was.
Well, it's kind of like that. I mean, that's just, you just got to wonder if that guy would like to redo that night over. What about Rory McIlroy kicking the soccer ball around? Now he can't play in the Open.
Oh man. Well, don't you go breaking your Doppler then? You got to work tonight.
To make sure that $60 million contract stays.
Exactly.
Fireworks have been. It's written in there. I can't play with fireworks, or the money goes away.
When will the next time, realistically, be that you are breathing Minnesota air, that you'll come visit us? You have no reason to.
I've got to move the family. The family's still there.
Okay.
And that process, we're all excited to be here, but the getting here part has been challenging. So I'll be back in the next couple of weeks to officially
move
the truck and move the family.
You will come back for the family. It won't be one of those horrible stories where Dad goes out for a pack of smokes and never comes back.
Well,
Dad left for Buffalo. What happened to your dad? He went to Buffalo and never came back.
Probably because he loves us
living
so
the
much.
bachelor life has been kind of nice, but no, I miss the family and the kids, and I want to. I haven't seen him in a month, and I've never been away from him that long. And now I talk to him on the phone, and it's like, wait, William's voice just changed. What the heck?
Oh,
It's not even him. That's what happened. You have it's like a facade.
Did they?
So
Yeah. You're going to be.
I'm anxious to get back. It'll be in a couple weeks.
All right. Well, you definitely have to give me a call then, because we were supposed to go out, and that didn't happen.
Yeah, I was going to join you, Scrubs, and it didn't work out.
When you're moving, there's a ton of moving parts, and you got to figure out.
No,
Don't
deflect. Don't you just don't like Rusty. That's what this is really about.
No, it's I miss all of you guys.
Yeah.
Terribly.
back at you.
XOXO.
Oh, by the way,
Yes.
I got to tell you one thing. You know who's coming here on Saturday night is the Rolling Stones.
Ah.
And, based on the interview that you did a month ago or so when the Rolling Stones came to the Twin Cities,
Yeah.
and you interviewed, the choir director of the choir that was going to sing with
Yeah,
the Stones,
yeah.
and the same thing's happening here. And I was like, we got to talk to this guy, because they're doing the same thing here. They've got a choir that's going to go out and do the encore with them.
Yeah.
But kind of got that idea from the
Twin Cities Hit Show.
Oh, you just opened yourself up to a lawsuit, mister. Keep talking. Keep talking.
Well, make that happen. Are you going to go to the show? I mean, you're in media now.
I will be working, unfortunately, so I can't go. But it's kind of cool. If you look at the stops that they made,
Yeah.
they didn't go to New York City. They didn't go to San Francisco or L.A. They did a lot of kind of Midwest cities, and Nashville and Columbus, Ohio. And their last stop in the U.S. is here in Buffalo this weekend. Kinda
There you
cool.
go. Minneapolis and
Yeah.
Buffalo. There's more connections between you and I. When was
And again, just look at the Bills roster. It reads like the 2012 Vikings. It's crazy.
You're scaring me, though, with some of those names. Percy Harvin, I just couldn't ride that train anymore.
Well, I would say fans here, they've read the stories. They're a little suspect and looks like, okay,
Yeah.
let's be on the field first.
Yeah.
But, Matt Castle is vying for this starting job,
Good for him.
Which is like, gosh, I think I've seen this movie before.
Yeah, this is like the fourth time he's done that.
I don't have the schedule. They don't play each other, do they? Buffalo and the Vikings?
No. In
No.
fact, they played here last year, and it was a terrible game. If you recall, the Vikings had it locked up, and it was like 4th and 20 that the Bills needed to convert to keep their drive alive.
Mm-hmm.
It was in the last minute of the game, and they converted. And then they converted like a 3rd and 17, and then it was a last-second hail, pass to the end zone that beat the Vikings. It was like the third game of the season. It was terrible for the Vikings. Good for the Bills, obviously, but no, they don't play each other this year. Unfortunately, that would have been fun.
Are we going to put any money on who's going to have the better record, the Bills or the Vikings?
The Bills are, there's a whole cultural change here. You've got a fairly new coach in Zimmer, and we've got Rex Ryan, so there's like a change, and it's like this is kind of considered, obviously, a smaller market NFL team, but that's changing now. And last thing I'll say about it, there's a lot of similarities. I mean, the Vikings have made some Super Bowl appearances over the years and never have won.
Yeah.
The Bills went to the Super Bowl, 4 straight times, 4 years in a row, and didn't win one.
Yeah.
So there's a similar feeling of being led to the wedding, being led to the altar, and then your
runaway bride.
Your bride leaves you. It's like you get there, and then it just doesn't quite happen. So, similar experiences with fans in both cities.
This will be the year. The Vikings are going to the Super Bowl. So there.
Could happen, man. You left it a bad year. You're going to regret this one, Hammer.
I'll tell you what. Well, this is the sister station of Care 11, so I can easily,
Is it?
I
didn't know that.
Yeah, Care 11 and my station they're under the same umbrella of ownership. So
smells of nepotism, mister, after your Care 11 stint. I know what you're up to.
Totally did. It totally
Oh,
did.
yeah, for sure did.
News director Jane Helke.
Yeah.
Great lady. Helped a bit.
Oh, you better believe it.
So in other words,
Sure
I should start with Care 11 and go from there. Good idea. I'll do that.
All right, man. Well, enjoy the hotel room. What time do you go into work?
Yeah, it's getting a little stir crazy with this hotel room. I mean, it's one of those hotels that there's like 4 channels on television.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, God.
And I've read, the Gideon's Bible 8,000 times because
Good.
there's nothing to read in here.
Well, you have it memorized, as I know. Here's a tip
I do
for you.
that because my Catholic wife will demand that
I will talk to that young lady.
Something righteous while I'm here.
Righteous. Pick up cereal.
I go in around 1:30, 2 o'clock.
Pick up cereal, Pat. That's my advice. Podcast, you lay there with your eyes shut, you listen to cereal. I'm episode 1, so don't give anything up, but what a great podcast. It'll kill time
What's
for
it
you.
called?
Cereal.
You're like really late to the
I know
party.
I am. But I'm doing it.
He should be listening to the Twin Cities
He
Hit
already
Show.
does. He's got to fill out his schedule.
All right, dude.
All right. We'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for including me again.
Yes. We'll talk soon. Definitely when you're in town. Let's get together.
XOXO.
Sounds good.
All right,
man.
there you go. Live from New York on our 99th show. The one and only Patrick Hammer.
Hey, look, I pushed the button twice. I pushed it to get him in. I pushed it to get him out. What do you think of that?
I think that
Get the hang of this.
That was awesome.
Thank you.
So, yes.
Yes.
This afternoon, we will be live at the Chart House. Definitely, if you want, take a blue and white taxi. They have the largest fleet, which I did not know, talking about blue and white guy. The largest fleet in the Twin Cities. Hopefully here in the near future, we're going to have a shuttle that can take you down.
Today is going to be packed. I've already talked to several people who are going.
Good.
Fans.
Packed in a fun way.
Yeah, it's packed.
It's a big patio.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's a big patio.
On a beautiful day like today, there's nothing better.
So let's not scare people away. Let's encourage them to come on down. And then the 3rd Street Brewery will have their beers on special.
$3.50.
$3.50. Those will taste good. It's supposed to be like 80 degrees this afternoon.
It's going to be perfect.
All right. Well, I think that's all we're going to do today. We got our plugs in. We got Patrick Hammer on.
Life is good. Life is good. All technical's working. We landed the plane, Rusty. We landed the plane.
All right. Well, let's go to the snack bar and then head down to the Chart House. We will be live on the 100th show this afternoon at 5:30 with Mary Jane Alm. This was 99. This afternoon is 100.
Hesley Ray will be joining us for a 100th patio show.
And Mary Jane Alm.
Yeah, Mary Jane Alm. Okay. And just to clarify, Mary Jane Alm will be there.
Exactly.
And Hesley Ray.
I need to take a nap. I just got up. I need to take a nap. I'm going to go lay down. I'll be ready for this afternoon, though.
For what?
The 100th show.
Oh, is that today? Oh, crap.
With Mary Jane Alm.